WWE Night of Champions is this coming Saturday from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And of course, there are some matches that were added on Monday Night Raw that I was not really expecting them to be added to the show because I figured they would be more or less a Monday or Friday night show. But I'm excited about what we do have. And of course, today we're going to give you our thoughts, our predictions. My wife is also going to give you her thoughts and predictions on Night of Champions and what we have in store. With that being said, down below, as always, let us know your thoughts. Hit that like, share it with your wrestling friends, and hit that subscribe button. First off, we're going to start about how we, as a wrestling community, we spoke about how we want to see more of Karrion Kross. We started a huge movement, I would say, for Karrion Kross. And now we have him at Night of Champions going up against Sami Zayn. We have once again been heard as a whole collective, and we get this match. We've seen Sami deliver a massive right hand to him on Monday Night Raw during a backstage segment, and we've seen Karrion planting seeds throughout the whole King of the Ring tournament for Sami, saying that Sami couldn't be champion. Sami is not really being himself, and it's kind of pushed Sami to the limit. So delivered a strong right hand to Karrion. Karrion fell to the ground, and him and Scarlett laughed about it after the fact. Now, for me, myself, I want to see Karrion Kross come out as a winner here against Sami. But of course, Sami is a huge, huge crowd favorite in Saudi Arabia, and he always gets fantastic pops. And he may even get over in this, but I think we're going to see Karrion get the win here, continue to manipulate Sami's mind to try to break him, and see if we'll get a heel turn in Sami. Now, with that being said, how do you feel about this match?
Well, I like both of them. They both have really good backstory. I can't really pick a favorite because I like both of them. Sami has had his own run that he's done good, and he's been knocked down multiple times, and back even stronger. Karrion, on the other hand, has not had that good of a run. So I guess I'm kind of pulling for him so that he actually gets a better storyline. I guess probably be better.
It would be, yeah.
And see Sami turn. I think we're all ready for that to happen.
Yeah, Sami's been a face for way too long.
Yeah.
So, going for Karrion as well?
Yeah.
We both want Karrion Kross to be the winner. The United States Championship, Jacob Fatu going up against Solo Sikoa. This has been building, I would say, since WrestleMania, maybe even before, when Solo lost the opportunity to go for the United States and Jacob won the United States title. And we've seen there start to be a wedge put there between the two. And it then with Jeff Cobb or JC Mateo showing up, it kind of made another wedge in the family because Fatu did not want him there. He didn't know about it. And his strong point was he didn't need the help. And of course, it finally came to a head at Money in the Bank. Solo said that Jacob was all gas, no brains, and that he'll fall in line, which led to Solo being put through a table. Now, this is why we got the I hate you Solo and the I love you Fatu from Solo Sikoa. So it's going to be very interesting. I do not want to see, in my opinion, Jacob drop the title this fast. I want to see this be a good match between these two. I think Solo is well deserved to have a decent match and title push, but against Jacob, I just don't see it happening. I have Fatu winning this.
So, I guess I want Fatu too. He's Solo kind of done him super dirty when he first came, and now it's time for him to.
Yeah, it is
a lot of payback.
Yeah, easily. So that would be Fatu all around. I'm gonna let you talk about this one first. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton for the King of the Ring. What is your take? What is your unbiased opinion for these two?
Well, unbiased opinion is they're both very great athletes. They know what they're doing inside the ring and outside. They both have incredible storylines. This one is hard for me to pick which one, because I mean, of course, I like the Viper, like the way he does his stuff and everything. You got Cody. They got his stuff kind of swept out from under him too. I guess I want to go with Randy.
Okay. I can accept Randy Orton as the pick. For me, of course, growing up with the whole legacy storyline, with Randy Orton being Cody Rhodes' teacher, with Ted DiBiase, and them having a WrestleMania match when that fell apart. And then seeing what Cody's done now that he's back, what Randy's done since Cody was gone, and now. For me, this could easily have been a WrestleMania match. This could have been a SummerSlam match. But we finally get it here. Night of Champions, and it's for the King of the Ring. It's not for a title. It's for a title shot. In my opinion, we heard Cody say it 3 weeks ago. The option to turn and accept The Rock's offer was still always there. So I'm thinking if Cody wins this, he takes the low road to win it. He starts the heel turn that everyone's been wanting to see finally happen. And he cheats the win. Now, this would mean Randy loses 2 back-to-back King of the Rings, because last year he was in the finals against Gunther and had that messed up pin where his shoulder wasn't completely down.
I think it's time. Nope.
Who, Randy?
Yeah, I think it's about time.
I mean, that is as well. He wants number 15. He's guaranteed a title shot if he wins. So it's going to be interesting where they go. Either Cody turns heel here, or we see him join Seth in the coming weeks and builds that faction bigger, and that'll push him to a title. But overall, I want to see Cody win, and I want to see a heel Cody win. We do not see the heel change, then I'm going to give it to the Viper. But I am going to solid pick here. I'm going Cody Rhodes heel turn. And with that also being said, that is the first different picks for us. So we will, after it's all said and done, Night of Champions, we will tally up who got the most right. The street fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel was made after Raquel put Rhea Ripley through a table with the help of Roxanne this past Monday, as they are building the Roxanne storyline like they did the Liv and Raquel when she was attacked by Rhea Ripley as well. And with that being said, I'm going to let you take the reins on this one. How do you feel about Mommy being in a street fight against Raquel Rodriguez?
I guess. No, Mommy's always on top. I think that she has a little more of a push to win. But altogether, I think Raquel's going to be better in a street fight. Even though most of her wins here recently have been with help, I think this will be a side of her that ends up coming out where it's going to be different. And she's going to prove to herself that she can do everything by herself.
Makes sense, because Raquel has been not always been in a tag team position. But
95% of the time she has.
That is true.
And the way everything's going, Judgment Day, I feel like that's about to break up here pretty quick.
That is true as well.
But I don't know. I like them both. They're both really good talents. I like Rhea. She's one of my favorites. But I don't fully expect her to win this match.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So for me, Raquel has always been Rhea's kryptonite. From NXT, even coming up on the main roster, Raquel has always had Rhea's number. She's always been able to beat her, kind of like Io Sky has. And with the addition of Roxanne and that help, I think we're going to see somewhat of the same shift we seen when Liv stepped in to the Judgment Day when Rhea got out, Roxanne. But I don't think that's completely how they spin this match. I think Rhea does get one up on Raquel finally, and she wins this street fight. If Roxanne doesn't get involved, Roxanne may end up going through a few tables, and Raquel win. But I am going with Rhea Ripley to win this one. The women's queen of the ring. We have the returning Asuka going up against the Storm, Jade Cargill. Who do you have winning this one?
I have no idea. Because you got the whole backstory from Jade, having her come back. Then Asuka being gone.
13 months.
Wanting to build her back up. They've both been gone, so they're both wanting to build both of them back up. This could go either way. Now, I feel like if Asuka does her mist, she's going to definitely win it. That crap is... That's nasty. Nasty way. Dirty. But it works. But then, I don't know. Jade's got all that strength in her. Could go that way. But I don't know. I've watched Asuka more, so I kind of feel like I should pull for her. Grew up watching her, so I'm gonna go with Asuka.
Okay. I mean, the only reason I would go against Asuka winning this is if they're gonna have Jay take the title off Tiffany because Naomi has Money in the Bank, and that would continue to build the Naomi and Jade feud going into Survivor Series. Now, what I want to see at SummerSlam is I want to see Asuka versus Io Sky. And I think that's what a lot of people would like to see because the representative from whatever brand wins goes after that title. So I'm going to go with Asuka as I want to see Asuka versus Io Sky at SummerSlam. What's up, Kraken Wrestling fans? Do you want to take your support to the next level and be a part of something legendary here at the Kraken Wrestling? Well, you can join the Kraken Wrestling membership program here on YouTube. We've got 2 exclusive tiers for y'all. First up, you got the honorary Oos. In this tier, you'll get a step inside the ropes with early access to videos, community polls, loyalty badges, and more. It's a very perfect way for you to show you roll deep with the Kraken Wrestling. But if you're ready and you want to become a legend and get full legend status, we do have the Hall of Famer tier, and that is truly where the elite live. You'll get everything that, of course, comes with the Oos tier, plus exclusive behind the scenes content. You'll get shout outs. You'll get VIP recognition as one of the Kraken's top supporters. No matter which one of these tiers you do choose, you're helping us grow, evolve, and unleash even more epic wrestling content here on YouTube. So hit that join button and become part of the Kraken Wrestling family today. So, our main event of Night of Champions is going to be the Never Seen 17, John Cena going up against CM Punk. This match we actually seen kind of a switch midway through. We've had John Cena as a heel for 6 months. And, well, not really 6 months. I would say since WrestleMania. So 2.5, 3 months. Maybe 4. Just depends. Elimination check. Either way, he's been a heel. We've started to see the face turn happen. I think we're going to get a version of John Cena here that slowly turns into a face, going back to the John Cena we know. We're going to slowly see the heel side of CM Punk start to come back out, as we have always seen. And we're going to see some odd things happen in this match. I don't expect to see much of Ron Killings in this match, even though he has been absolutely trying to on-site John Cena for the past 2 weeks. But what I do see is a visionary with two absolute monsters and a oracle for a wise man and a money in the briefcase. I do see a potential idea of a cash in or attempt of a cash in. I don't think it'll be successful. I think we'll see some other pieces fall in the line to assist in stopping the cash in. We may see Penta do something. We may see Sami do something. If depends on how that all rolls out. Of course, LA Knight's injured, so we won't see him. But there is possibilities that Bronson and Breaker and Seth try to get involved in this match either towards the end or at the end of the show. I'm looking forward to an attempted cash in some sense. But the winner of this match, I do see being John Cena. I do not see CM Punk being the one to take the undisputed WWE Championship off of John Cena, at least at Night of Champions. If it happens, it would happen somewhere else closer to the end of John Cena's farewell tour, closer to that December date. But the title I see changing would be then, not anywhere close to now. I have John Cena beating CM Punk at Night of Champions. How do you feel about this main event?
I guess I kind of feel the same way. They, I too don't think they're gonna take the title. I think it's gonna be like you said, closer to the end of his reign. He's come too far as to the point of being a heel where I don't think he's gonna give it up. Now, do think that Ron Killings is probably going to come in some part into it, even if it's before and you get some backstage action before it.
That is possible.
He's going to try to do something just because that's just how he is.
It does make sense.
But I think it's going to be one heck of a fight. Because CM Punk, he's pretty good at what he does. But I think John, he's had a bit of a better run for it. So I think he's going to do a little bit better. But I don't think they're going to take the title off him.
And I think the crowd's going to have a big play in it. If John Cena's not over, we could see something changed. We've seen it happen before. But I think CM Punk's going to walk in to a hostile environment and be because of what happened with the pipe bomb that John Cena did last Friday. That's my thoughts on it. So, final decision. I have John Cena. You have John Cena. We will see after Night of Champions and our first ever Night of Champions recap on who was able to pick the most correct matches. But with that being said, I hope y'all have a fantastic day. This is our first predictions for Night of Champions. Of course, as always, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share it with your wrestling friends. And until next time, we are over